What's up, square face niggas? It's your boy Jay hitting you with another one of these I don't even want to call it podcast, but whatever it is. Hitting you with another one of these Street Fighter stories from back in the days, from the 90s. Golden age of the arcade era. It's March 20th, spring is here now. Shit is whack. I mean, I'm glad it's getting warm. This winter has been a motherfucker. But spring, man, that means summer's around the corner. It's gonna be hot as fuck here in New York. I'm a nighttime kind of dude, so I don't really be feeling the sun being out until 9 o'clock at night. That's one thing I love about winter, man. It get dark mad early. 4:30 in the afternoon. Boom, it's dark. I love that shit. Now it's all warm, it's bright as fuck today. The birds gonna be chirping all fucking day. And then don't even watch when it warms up a little bit more, man. The birds start chirping. That's like the alarm clock, man. And am I the only one who notices that these motherfuckers start chirping mad early now? Seriously, like before I can understand you start at 5:36. These motherfuckers be chirping at 3:30 in the morning, man. 3:34 in the morning, these motherfuckers is chirping, man. Like, it's driving a nigga crazy, man. It make me want to close my windows, but the fresh air is good and shit. But even when you close the window, you can't, it's not like you're getting rid of it, because you can still hear it. But anyways, today I'm going to get into some more Street Fighter talk. Last time I did one of these, I was talking about my introduction, the first time I seen the game. Today I'm going to talk about learning the game and the drama that started coming into my life when I started playing this shit. Man, there was so much drama back in the day. That's one thing I miss about the arcades, though, man. There was always some action, something going on, man. It's like a soap opera. This nigga hated this person was messing with so-and-so's girl. It was just so much. It was just always something going on, man. Not that I love drama and shit, but we all like it a little bit. You can't lie. We like a little bit of drama. You know, it's like, it's a spice of life, man. A little drama, man. Ain't no wrong with it, but yeah, we'll start this off with talking about learning Street Fighter. So, finally, like I said before, my pizza shop gets the game, Street Fighter 2 World Warrior. And we go in there every day. We going in there every day to play it after school and on weekends. But we all mashing. We don't know how to do shit. How the fuck you throw a Hadouken? How do you do a Dragon Punch? How do you do a Hurricane Kick? How do you do a fucking Sonic Boom or, you know, a Blanca Ball? We didn't know how to do none of that. And this is 91, 92. Internet wasn't really a thing back then. Very few houses had that shit. The mid-90s started popping around, but even then it was still, you know, it was still a stone age, man. It wasn't like now you just, boom, turn on your laptop or your computer and you online and, you know, in a few seconds, snap your fingers and you all over the internet, man. Downloading whatever you want to download in minutes, seconds. Back then, it took hours to download a fucking picture. So, when it came to learning how to do these moves, you had to, it traveled by word of mouth. You know, somebody found out a move and somebody told somebody else, and you know, traveled around town and it hit your area. Then everybody in your hood knew how to throw a fireball. And even when we learned, we didn't learn it properly. We thought we knew how to do it. When I learned how to do a fireball, I thought that shit was a half circle forward with a punch input. I didn't know it was a quarter circle forward. So everybody's doing the half. We called it the scoop. Yo, scoop it, man. Scoop the joystick, man. Half circle, scoop it, press a punch button. That's how you do it. I was like, word. It's like, yeah, you press it with a jab, slow fireball. Strong, aka medium punch, it's a medium fireball. You do it with the fierce, the hardest punch, it's a fast fireball. And I learned this shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be the best. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna be the best. I learned how to do a fireball, 3 different speeds. Yo, I'm gonna abuse this and be the best in the world in this game. So how you do that hurricane kick shit? Niggas like, I don't know that yet. It's like, damn. You had to wait for that to come out. You had to wait for somebody to figure that out. And then that traveled around town. And even the gaming books, you didn't know. The only gaming books I knew of growing up was Nintendo Power. That's the only one I knew. Nintendo Power. I don't really remember the other gaming magazines back in the day, but at that time you couldn't even figure out how to do the moves from the gaming magazines, man. Like, maybe a magazine came out that told people how to do it. If it did, it wasn't in my area. It wasn't in my town. I didn't know nobody in New York that had a gaming magazine back then that told you the move set for every character in Street Fighter 2. So it's like you just had to wait. You know, eventually, a little later on, somebody found out how to do the hurricane kick, and then you would learn it. And then the DP, that came out, and I knew how to do that. The thing is, I could throw the fireballs and do the hurricane kicks whenever I wanted. I could snap my finger, I did it. But when it came to doing the Dragon Punch, the Shoryuken, it would come out once in a while. I couldn't do it when I wanted. And everybody, the way I learned it back in the day, people were saying, yo, it's just you walk and do a fireball. And you know, you do it and Shoryuken would come out. You're like, yeah. And you do it again and then he would throw a punch. It's like, what the fuck? You do it again and he would throw a fireball. You do it again, he'd throw another fireball. Do it again, he'd throw a punch. It's like, damn, man, why can't I get this down packed to the point where I could do it whenever I want, man? And it took time. So, and I didn't even really care about learning the other characters. Like I said before, I was all about the Shoto. I wanted to learn Ken. Actually, it was Ryu first, because like I said in the last episode of this, my first match I ever seen was Ryu versus Blanka, and then that guy ended the round with a Shoryuken to the Blanka ball, and the fucking everybody around that arcade machine went crazy. And I was like, I gotta pick up this character. So at the time I didn't know about Ken yet. I didn't know Ken had the same moveset as Ryu yet. But I remember playing the game a couple of times and getting bodied. I would only play when nobody was around because I didn't like getting my ass handed to me by the computer. You know, the first character was always easy, and the second one was a little harder. The third one was a little harder than the second, and then the fourth one I would get bodied. I always got bodied by the fourth one, and it was a waste of quarters back then. And I never continued games neither. When I lost the game, I always started from the beginning because I like my gaming experience to last. My friend Walter, he used to throw quarters in the machine, continue, lose, continue. I'm like, yo, isn't that like $3 worth of quarters going down the drain, man? Don't you want to start from the beginning? And you know, and he's like, no, man, I need to beat this. I'm like, yo, you're not going to beat this game unless you got $500 worth of quarters on you, man. And he used to always do that shit where he put his last quarter in the game and he would lose, and then the continue countdown screen would pop up. This is any game, not Street Fighter, but any game. And you know, they count down from 9, and he would run to Gino, he would run to the counter and be like, yo, 4 quarters in. You know, dude behind the counter taking his time, giving him quarters. He's like, hurry up. And by the time you get back to the arcade cabinet, 1, 0, start over. That nigga be tight. Like, nigga, you gotta always have them quarters ready, man. But anyways, so like I said, learning new things in Street Fighter, you had to just wait until it got to your area, because news traveled by, you know, word of mouth back then. And I really didn't care about learning Guile yet. I didn't care about no Sonic Boom. I didn't care about Chun-Li's spinning bird kick and her lightning legs. I think people learn lightning legs first, because lightning legs and E Honda's 100 hand slap, because you could just mash buttons and do that. So people learn, you mash on the kick buttons and she do lightning legs. You mash on the punch buttons and E Honda would do his 100 hand slap. So people would do that because, first thing people did when they played the game, they would just mash. But I didn't even care about none of that. I needed to learn Ryu, so I learned his 3 special moves. And the only problem I had was executing these things when I wanted. Like, I could throw out a fireball probably at the time when I was first learning 6 out of 10 times. So out of 10 times, I would slip up 4 times. Then I got better with that. Then I got better with the hurricane kicks, but I was still fucked up with the dragon punch. I could never get that out when I wanted. And back in the day, like nowadays, you style and shit, and it's all about styling and ending it all flashy. Back in the day, being flashy was ending around with a dragon punch. If you ended around with a Shoryuken, you was that nigga for a few minutes until somebody else did it. Then they was that nigga. But it was all about that. I used to always try to do that shit too, man. And I still remember the first time I ended a match with the dragon punch. I was fighting against the arcade machine, the computer, and it was me versus Zangief. And I did a DP, but it missed. And Zangief did the spinning power drive and he ended it. And I always just wonder, like, why is this nigga grabbing me from, like, I didn't understand range. I didn't understand that Zangief was a grappler, so he had range on his grabs. So I used to wonder, like, why this character always... Zangief was a scary motherfucker back in the day. Back in the day, the way to beat Zangief was to hold up to keep the character jumping and just keep pressing roundhouse. The jump kicks, jump kicks, jump kicks. That's how you beat him. You didn't even jump forward and kick or jump back when he kicked. You just held up. Did the neutral jump, roundhouse. But that nigga used to scoop me, man, from spaces away, and I'm like, damn, man, this nigga got what the fuck cheating and shit. I didn't know he was a grappler. Plus, Zangief really didn't have many tools back then. Nobody picked him, man. But anyways, I remember ending the match with a dragon punch on Zangief, and I was feeling myself. Nobody was there. Nobody seen it. It was just me at the pizza shop, like 11:30 in the morning. I used to wake up on Saturday mornings, man. Like after I finished watching the cartoons and shit, I would keep looking at the clock, waiting for 11 o'clock to get here, because 11 o'clock is when the pizza shop opened. So I would leave my house at 10:30 in the morning. I don't know why, because the pizza shop was right up the block, like I mentioned before. So it would take me, 30 seconds to run up the street. Hyperactive kid just waiting to throw quarters away into the machine. But anyways, yeah, I was, learning how to play Street Fighter. I was getting nice. But I wasn't as nice as I thought. There was this dude. Everybody has this one dude, man, in their area who's that nigga. He's the best. Every arcade had one guy. When he walked in, everybody was like, yo, there he go, there he go. And for me, it was this kid named Damien. Me and him were friends. Damien was godlike. Me, and the thing is, it was me, Damien, and Walter. We were like the top 3 niggas at our arcade. We was good at whatever we played. Everybody else was like beneath us. I guess they didn't really care about games like we did, because we were some game head motherfuckers, man. But Damien didn't spend that much time at the arcade, man, or the pizza shop with the games. I call it an arcade, but it's not. It's really just a pizza shop with arcade machines in it. But Damien didn't spend that much time there. But every time he showed up, he used to just body the computer and beat the game all the time. And I'm wondering, like, yo, how are you this good, but you're never around? Like, are you playing this game in other areas? And he's like, nah, I don't know, I'm just good, I guess. And he really was. He was just naturally talented. Man, he had that eye for. He was like